Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll look at how to solve numerical problem on simple linear regression. Regression can simply be defined as a dependent relationship between two or more variables. Now let's look at the challenge on the board. A researcher is studying the relationship between hours of sleep, x, and reaction time, y, in seconds for a group of individuals. The following data is collected from 6 participants. We have our S data, that is the independent variable representing the sleep in seconds, and Y being the reaction time, that is the dependent variable in seconds. Now we'll be asked to determine the best fit equation. 2. To predict or estimate the expected reaction time for someone who sleeps 7 hours. So interpret your result. This is the linear regression equation y equals a plus bx, where a is the intercept, while b is the slope of the best fit regression, also called regression coefficient. X is the independent variable, in this context the sleep. To determine the best fit equation, firstly we'll compute the slope, b. We can use any of these two formulas in calculating the slope, b. Using this formula, we could see summation xy. This entails that we'll create a column for xy in our table. Xy means product of x and y. 3 times 12, 4 times 10, 6 times 8, 8 times 6, 10 times 5, 12 times 4. We have summation xy. This entails that we are expected to sum up the sy column. 36 plus 40 plus 48 plus 48 plus 50 plus 48. 270. Looking at our formula, we can see summation x. Sum up all the s values. 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12. 43. We can as well see summation y in our formula. Sum up all the y values. 12 plus 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4. Here we have summation s squared. So we're expected to create a column for s squared. 3 squared, 4 squared, 6 squared, 8 squared, 10 squared, 12 squared. Here we have summation x squared, meaning we're expected to sum up all these values. 9 plus 16 plus 36 plus this plus this plus this. 369. Here we have summation x all square. We're expected to square summation x being 43, and that will give us summation x all square. So the square of 43 gives 1849. Let's not forget our n. N means the sample size. Remember the question said we have 6 participants. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's calculate slope b by substituting all these values into our formula. B equal n. N value is 6 times summation xy minus summation x times summation y divided by n times summation x squared minus summation x all squared. 6 times 270, 1620 minus 43 times 45 divided by 6 times 369 minus 1849. 1620 minus 1935. 2214 minus 1849 minus 315 divided by 365. Therefore, the slope or the regression coefficient is negative 0.863. Now that we've gotten the slope b, let's also proceed to finding the intercept a. We use this formula to find the intercept. Summation y 45 minus b, our b's value is this, times summation x 43 divided by n, our n value is 6. 45 minus negative 0.863 times 43 gives negative 37.109. Then divide by 6. 45 minus times minus plus 37.109 divide by 6. 45 plus 37.109 divide by 6. 82.109 divided by 6, approximately 13.684. Now that we've gotten a value for the slope being b and also got a value for a, that is the intercept. So we'll substitute these values into this equation to determine the best fit equation. So we have y equal to a value is this, b value is this, then x. So the best fit equation is y equal 13.684 minus 0.863x. Now let's proceed to using the second formula to determine the best fit equation. We'll use this formula to compute the slope b we could see x minus x mean here. So here we are expected to create a column for x minus x mean. Now let's find the mean of x. Remember the summation of x is 43 while n is 6. So the mean of x will be 43 divided by 6, 7.17. X minus x mean simply entails each of the x values minus the mean value. For the first one, 3 minus 7.17. Next is 4 minus 7.17. 6 minus 7.17 gives minus 1.167. 8 minus 7.17, 0.833. 10 minus 7.17, 12 minus 7.17. Here we can as well see y minus y mean, meaning we are expected to create a column for y minus y mean. Y here represents each of the y values minus y mean. Remember, we got our y value to be 45. Therefore, y mean will be 45 divided by n. Our n value is 6. 7.5. 12 minus 7.5. 10 minus 7.5. 8 minus 7.5. 6 minus 7.5. 5 minus 7.5. 4 minus 7.5. We could see x minus x mean multiplied by y minus y mean. So we're expected to create a column for x minus x mean multiplied by y minus y mean. For the first row, x minus x mean, we have minus 4.167 multiplied by y minus y mean, that is 4.5, minus 3.167 multiplied by this value multiplied by this multiplied by this multiplied by this times this, minus 16.9155. On the part of the denominator, we could see x minus x mean all squared, meaning we are expected to create a column for the square of x minus x mean. Square of negative 4.167, square of this, 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 square of this. 23.361. If you are getting value from this video and at this point you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you. Now looking at our formula, we could see summation x minus x mean multiplied by y minus y mean. The summation here simply entails addition, so we expected to add up these values, negative 18.7515 plus this value plus this plus this plus this plus this, minus 52.5. On this part we have summation x minus x mean all square, so we expected to add up all these values, 17.364 plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this, 60.836. Now we'll calculate the slope b by substituting each of these values into our formula. Summation x minus x mean multiplied by y minus y mean. The value is minus 52.5. Then divide by summation x minus x mean all square gives negative 0.863. Now let's calculate the intercept a. We use this formula to calculate the intercept a. Y mean, which is 7.5, minus b, our b value is this, times x mean value is 7.17. 7.5 minus 0.863 multiplied by 7.17 gives minus 6.18771. So 7.5 minus times minus plus 6.18771. 7.5 plus 6.18771. So we can determine the best fit equation by substituting a and b values into our regression equation. We have y equal to a value is this, b, a b value is this. So y equal 13 plus 68771 minus 0.863x is the best fit equation. Now let's proceed to answer question 2, which asks us to predict or estimate the expected reaction time for someone who sleeps 7 hours. Now, we are expected to predict the reaction time for someone who sleeps for 7 hours. That is, our x value is 7, so we'll substitute 7 for x into our regression equation to get the expected reaction time. Y caret represents the predicted y is equal to 13.68771 minus 0.863 times 7. With this our S value 7 gives 6.041. So the predicted Y representing the reaction time at 7 hours will be equal to 13.68771 minus 6.041 gives 7.64671. So the reaction time for someone who sleeps 7 hours is 7.64671. Now question 3 says we should interpret our results. So let's do medical interpretation here. The negative slope of minus 0.863 seconds per hour suggests that more sleep decreases reaction time, meaning better performance. The intercept of 13.68771 seconds represents the expected reaction time if a person gets 0 hours of sleep, though not practically possible but useful mathematically. The last interpretation is that this model, that is regression model, helps in predicting reaction time based on sleep duration, which is important for studies in cognitive performance, fatigue, and sleep disorders. I hope this video is clear enough. If you really got value and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly subscribe. Share this video with anyone who might find it useful. Also, comment with any question or topics you would want us to cover in future videos. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.